Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Borderlands 2 review game. The background, of course, is Borderlands 2. I want to talk about kind of the up points of this game. First of all, as you can tell, the graphics are much improved, and that's really a big thing. Like, I was playing the first game again, the texture quality is like 10 or 12 times better than it is now. Something I really like about it. And it's also, when they advertise that it's 87 bajillion guns, they mean 87 bajillion guns. I mean, the one I have now is I think I'm using Moxie's Bad Touch is what it's called, and it's a fire shotgun, and I'm fixing it, as you can watch pretty soon, I'll take down some pretty large enemies with it. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this game so far. The story is great. It picks up 5 years after the first game left off. And with the Vault Hunter, with the original Vault Hunters having opened the vault, and it kind of gives you a backstory for that one. So if you played the first game, I won't ruin it for you, but it's quite a lot of fun. So I do recommend checking it out. And that thing just doesn't want to die, does it? So you can see, right now I'm in the Caustic Caverns, just kind of going around. This is just some background footage while I do this overview. Anyway, and thing on the left there is one we're taking care of. Watch that. Watch how much damage that does. There's 1,000 damage criticals in there, but anyway. And I found so many guns, and every gun I found, despite not having the same name, like I found a bunch of these Aegis pistols that are fire element, but not a single one of them has the same stats. Like, I haven't found a single duplicate weapon the entire game, and that's pretty awesome. And that's something I'm really enjoying about the game, is just all the guns and things. That's always been a big thing for Borderlands. 4-player co-op is back. They really haven't messed with anything with the first game great. It's quite a lot of fun. The only I'll note the only problem I really have with the game is that it doesn't. Well, how to put this? It doesn't. Like when you add more players, you don't get enemies that scale really well. It's not that they don't scale at all. It's just they just soak bullets. Imagine like your enemies were made of sponge, and that sponge, instead of absorbing water, absorbed bullets, and that's what they do. They're bullet sponges, and it makes the game more fun because you're with friends, but that's more because you're with friends and not because the multiplayer is exceptionally good. Now, I'm not saying the multiplayer is bad. It's still a lot of fun to play, and I have a great time doing it. Just playing with various people, and just trying to do things. And most of it though is getting on Skype and just shooting the bull with them and laughing and cutting up and making fun of things. But overall, it's not really that big of an issue. Something else I really like about the game is all the various references they have in the game. Now, I won't ruin any of those really cool references for anybody in case they don't know. I haven't heard about them I haven't heard about them yet. But there are some really big ones for big name events, and in big name games as well. And you'll have to search those out on your own or look up spoilers. Otherwise, excuse me, I had to get that out of my system. But yeah, it's a very great game. I'm really enjoying it. I can't talk today. I apologize, guys. But so one of the really cool things I really like about this game is that in addition to all the guns and the various different things they have is. Something I will ruin, because it doesn't ruin any story aspects or any special things. There's a character in the game you find in the main town of Sanctuary, and this character is actually based on a person who died of cancer. A big fan of the series, and the story behind that, you can go look it up. There's a page on, I think it's either IGN or one of those big gaming sites has the story on it, and they'll talk about how this character showed up, and they'll do a little more stuff. But this character is really cool, and it's a really cool thing of Gearbox to do. To actually put this guy in the game, because he died of cancer shortly after the first one was released, and he had a really great time playing that. And I thought that was really cool of them to do, and just show it to the fans. They also took a lot of stuff from the first game the fans really enjoyed, like the fact that Claptrap was really annoying. Everyone wanted to kill him. They add that kind of stuff in the game, and they they tell you things that you want to hear, and let you do things that you've been wanting to do for 5 or 6 games now. Class-based things, I've got a chance to play every single one of the classes except for the Siren, the remade Siren. I have played with Sirens, though, and oh, look, it's showing my friends playing other games on Steam. But, like other classes, right now I'm playing the Commando. That turret is incredibly strong. Yeah, the turret's, I feel, to be a little bit overpowered, but if you spec into it, it scales really well and does a lot of damage, especially when you add missile pods, and I have yet to get killed while using it. The Gunzerker, I really like him, but he's kind of designed to soak damage, and he doesn't have a lot of utility until late in the game. Now, they say that you can dual wield any weapons when you gun zerk. Now, for those of you who don't know, gun zerking is basically when you dual wield weapons, and you can only do it when you activate the skill. As it's not opposed to all the time like it was kind of thought of, at least among various groups of people. And gun zerking with a sniper rifle and a rocket launcher, they say it's the generic one they tell you about, but it's really bad. There's only a couple guns you can actually gun zerk effectively with, and I kind of thought that was a little bit dumb, in that you can't really choose anything. It's not, well, you can choose anything, but it's not nearly as effective as you would think it would be. Dual rocket launchers are even worse. Like, you can't do any damage with them, and it actually really limits the functionality of that character. The Zero, the assassin, is actually a lot of fun to play. He's got the stealth stuff that Lilith had from the first game, and but he makes good use of it by having a lot of skills that spec off of the damage that he gets while being invisible. Now, and that's basically a lot of what he has, and and a lot of his melee attacks and his long range stuff do a lot of damage, and so he's a lot of fun to play. But something you have to notice with these games is that there's a lot of characters, like all the characters, not a single one of them has a skill that synergizes with another class. So playing multiplayer doesn't actually affect your gameplay hardly at all, aside from the fact you've got more people and the enemies soak more bullets. And that is a wormhole thresher. But those two things, like the fact that enemies soak bullets and that the fact that none of the skills synergize with each other, are really my only problems with this game. Overall, I've really enjoyed it. Like I said several times now, it's a great game, and I've really had a great time playing it. I'm almost done. I'll be finishing up in the next week or so. I might start a Let's Play after that, but we'll see how that goes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. My final rating for Borderlands 2 is 9.3 out of 10. And once again, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you did enjoy, thanks for watching. It really means a lot. And yeah, so I'll let you guys finish up the small little clip, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Gravion, signing out.